Hey everyone, I wanted to do an update on my computer, my main desktop computer that I run mainly for gaming, Photoshop, Lightroom, and then some video processing. Those are the kind of the heavy-duty uses for this computer, why I need it. And I have an interesting setup going. It's kind of part of my ongoing build I've been doing, and I consider myself pretty far along with it. There's some things that I'm not enthused about the setup right now, but it is what it is. Some things I'm working on. All right, so I'm running Windows 7 64-bit SP1. I think it's a great operating system. No real complaints there. Wish it was maybe just a little bit more user-friendly in some areas. But overall pretty good. I have this weird setup that you may have seen in one of my older videos that I did this storage server. So I bought this storage server build, and I got some low energy parts, some less expensive parts, and that ended up not working so well, or it worked okay, but I was investing too much time in it. So I redid everything, used the parts that I had, and I was going to redo it as a main desktop build. So I have this kind of whacked. I mean, it's good, but I want more. Intel Core i3 550 3.2 gigahertz speed. This is a 32 nanometer technology. This is one of Intel's good but lower end chips. It's not the quad core variety. So my computer right now is limited by the CPU. It's fast. 3.2 is nice, and I think that helps me on some gaming. But overall, I need some more cores, and I need some better technology in the chip. Bad choice by me, but when I was doing the research, I liked the chip. I had done some research, and I had thought that what I had researched is that the latest motherboard was the 1156 style socket, and that ended up limiting me a lot in the chips I can get. If I had the 1155 socket, I would just go and buy a new CPU, but I had this 1156 socket on here. It doesn't really show it, but anyways, I ended up with that socket. I am using an MSI P55GD65 board. I actually like the MSI board. It's very easy to use. It was easy to install. It's the BIOS is fine. It's just I have not had any problems with it at all. So I am then running in this odd combination. I don't see it. It doesn't show this here. Yeah, here it is. GTX 590. You have an EVGA monster card here. GTX 590. So I have this awesome card that with this low speed, older technology i3 chip. So I got a weird setup going here. I'm running actually 3 monitors now. That's one of the reasons why I bought the 590 card. It wasn't just solely for gaming. It was you can plug 4 monitors into the back of it. So I'm running 3 across this screen here, and I have a 30-inch Dell, which I love. I have an older Dell, and then extremely old Gateway that actually is surprisingly still working. A lot of the stuff that I do is very storage intensive. So I have 6 drives in this thing. 3 or 4 of them are 3 terabytes, and they're close to being full. And that's mainly because the photos and the video I shoot are just huge in file size, that kind of stuff. Then I bought a new LG Blu-ray player that I just wanted to start with a new system, so I didn't really have to have Blu-ray, but that's what I did. So that's kind of where I'm at with the tech specs of my desktop. I want to show you the inner workings, inside the case. what else I do. So what I have in here is I'm using the Corsair. It's a 600T mid-tower case, and you can see my LG Blu-ray player there. And let's see if you can see in here okay. But you can see the massive GTX card, the green light there, 590. Kind of a lot of wires. Got the fan, the standard chip, came with it. I'm running 16 gigabytes of memory. And there's a Corsair XMS3 version. That's one of the best things I did, was buy the extra memory, and honestly it was not very much money at all. I was surprised. So I'm running 16 gig. It was the biggest increase that I had. I have a TV tuner card in there that's okay. I do some Windows Media Center recordings. Back there, if you can see that, the green card. And what else? That's it for cards. A lot of SATA cords. This motherboard can do SATA 6.0 and USB 3. I have one USB 3 external device that I'm using, but it's kind of odd how I'm using it. I haven't decided yet what I exactly want to put on it. So then you can see I have a lot of hard drives in here. 6 hard drives, all stacked up right here, and you can just slide them out right here, and they plug in on the other side. They're really easy to get in and out. You do have to take out both sides of your case, which is not hard to do, but you know, if you have limited space, it can be problematic. The fan I'm running, this is kind of on my upgrade list as well. I'm running a Cooler Master 700 watt fan here. I would prefer the 1000 or the 1200 one from, I think it's from Corsair, only because I've not had any power issues with the card, but with all the drives and the bigger chip I'll get, and a new board, I'm probably going to need it anyways. You know, that's about it case-wise. The hard drives are a mix of Hitachi and Samsung. Hitachi's been doing pretty well for me. I've not had any drive failures at all. You can see on the case as well back here that you can put in, I guess, the 5 1/4 drives. The case has some fans, the grids rather, in front of fans that you can pull off and clean out easily on the front and the back, or top rather. Let's see, the case, I really like the size, the flexibility of it. What I don't like is the blue light that's constantly on. I don't know if you can see that, but I can't shut that off at all other than clipping the wire, and I feel bad about destroying something like that. So I recommend it. Wish the light was selectable, because there's just kind of no reason to drain the power. You don't need to see the light all the time. The case up here has some USB ports you can see right here, and then a USB 3 one that you kind of strings it through the case, and I'm not certain that one's working perfectly, but the one in the back seems to be okay. It has a fan power selector here, but I think I don't have it hooked up right. I couldn't find a way to utilize all the fans that were in the case, and on my motherboard I unplugged this in as well, so that doesn't seem to do anything. Alright, so this is the setup I'm running. I have assorted attachments like the Wacom tablet. I have a box for the EVGA card there. I have a kind of an external, I don't know if you can see that here, little wires, but this little thing that I can pop out hard drives, put them in there, and repair them if needed. So that's kind of cool. I'm running a Logitech speaker setup, kind of a 6 or 7-way speakers. They actually sound really awesome. The subwoofer's huge though. So let me know if you have any questions. Thanks all. Uncomfortable silence. Uncomfortable silence. Uncomfortable silence.